Okay, so let's get real about this AI gold rush everyone's talking about. To really cut through the noise, we're going to role play a bit. Imagine we're listening in on a mastermind session between two founders. One is the visionary, who sees nothing but blue sky, and the other is the skeptic, who's a lot more grounded. Their debate is going to help us figure out what's actually the smart move in the world of AI right now. So here are our two perspectives. You got the visionary, who's shouting from the rooftops. The barrier to entry is gone. You can build $1 million AI business over a weekend. And then you have the skeptic, who just leans back and says, let's be real. If it's that easy for you, it's just as easy for 10,000 other people. Building is not the hard part, winning is. And that right there, that's the core of the whole debate. All right, first up on the chopping block, AI SaaS, or software as a service. The visionary sees this as the absolute fastest path to making money. But is it really that simple? Let's see what the skeptic has to say about that.
Now, the visionary's point is pretty compelling. The game has totally changed. What used to take a whole team of expensive engineers months or even years can now be done by pretty much anyone in a weekend. You've got these incredible no-code tools that make building an AI app, well, fast. Insanely fast. That speed changes everything.
But here comes the skeptic with a big dose of reality. You can build it fast? Great. So can everyone else. The market is absolutely flooded with clones and generic tools. So the real question is, does your app solve a deep, painful problem for someone? Because if it's just a cool idea, no one's going to pull out their credit card. The real challenge, the real work, isn't building the thing. It's getting people to actually find it, use it, and pay for it.
But even the skeptic admits there is a way to win here. It's just not with some broad, generic tool. You have to go micro-niche. Think about it. Clove AI. It's a calorie counter. Big deal, right? But its hook is you just take a photo. It solves the incredibly annoying pain of having to manually type in everything you eat. Or look at Quitter, an app that helps people with porn addiction. That solves a very specific, very sensitive, and very urgent problem for a specific group of people. See the pattern?
So if we put it on a scorecard, here's how AI SaaS shakes out. The visionary sees it as low difficulty, high profit potential, a great place to start. The skeptic, on the other hand, says, sure, it's low difficulty to start, but it's incredibly high difficulty to actually succeed. For most people, it's a high-risk gamble with a low chance of a real payoff. Okay, now we get to the really interesting part, the real game changer, AI agents. And here's the thing. Both our founders, the visionary and the skeptic, they actually agree on this one. This is where the true opportunity is hiding. We're talking about moving way beyond simple tools and into something much more powerful.
So, what is an AI agent, really? What's the big deal? Well, think of it like this. A regular chatbot is like an advisor. It can write an email for you, but you still have to copy it, paste it, and hit send. An AI agent is an assistant. It doesn't just write the email, it sends it. It takes action. It does the whole task for you. That is a massive, massive leap. And you can bet the visionary is going wild with this. Imagine it, an AI sales rep that can actually make cold calls, have a completely natural conversation with a potential customer, and sound just like a human. We're talking about an AI that could literally close deals while you sleep. For any business, that is an absolute game changer.
And this is the moment where even our skeptic has to sit up and say, okay, I'm impressed. There's a sneaker brand in India that has an AI assistant on WhatsApp. A customer can send a voice note asking about a shoe, and the AI replies with a personalized voice note recommendation. That is not a gimmick. That's a real, powerful business tool that's happening right now. This is where the hype gets real.
And people are paying for this. This isn't just some cool project. If you go on a platform like Fiverr, you'll see developers charging anywhere from 30,000 to over 1 lakh rupees, we're talking roughly 360 to 1,200 US dollars, to build just one of these custom AI agents. This is a seriously high-value skill, and the market for it is just getting started. Now we move on to the most controversial part of their whole discussion, AI influencers. And this is where our visionary and our skeptic completely disagree. Is this a wild, untapped gold mine, or is it just a huge, risky distraction? The visionary is all in on this. The idea is wild, but the potential is huge. You create a totally virtual influencer, build up a massive following on social media, and then monetize through subscriptions. I mean, there are already creators out there making millions of dollars a month from a personality that doesn't even exist in the real world. It's crazy. But the skeptic just shuts it down. Absolutely not. He sees it as a high-effort gamble.
Sure, creating the AI images is the easy part, but building a genuine, loyal community around a person who isn't real, that is incredibly difficult. Plus, it gets into some ethically murky territory. His point is, why would we chase this lottery ticket when we could be building stable, reliable B2B businesses with AI agents?
So the visionary tries to justify it, saying, hey, even if the influencer thing fails, you're learning valuable skills in AI and marketing. But the skeptic's comeback is just a knockout punch. He says you can learn those exact same skills by building a reliable B2B service, like an AI agent, but with a much, much higher chance of actually getting paid. So, after all that back and forth, all the debating, what's the verdict? What's the smartest long-term play? Well, our two founders finally land on something they both agree on: the single best way to build a future in this space. And their conclusion is actually pretty simple. The real prize isn't any single business idea. It's the skill itself. In this new age of AI, the most valuable thing you can have is the ability to build. Building is the new literacy. And the specific skill they're both betting their chips on is AI agent development. We're talking about mastering the high-value skill of designing, building, and deploying these autonomous AI systems that solve real-world business problems. That is where the long-term value is. So why does AI agent development win the debate? Well, first, it's a high-value B2B service, not some risky B2C gamble. Second, it's a brand new field, which gives you a huge first-mover advantage. Third, this is a foundational skill for the entire future of business automation. And best of all, there's a clear path to learn it. You can go on platforms like Coursera and get professional certificates straight from companies like IBM.
So there you have it. The debate is over, and the verdict is pretty clear. The smart money isn't on the quick SaaS app or the flashy AI influencer. It's on learning how to build these powerful AI agents. So now, the only real question left is, what will you build?